There's, I guess, two big groups who are very popular in the streets who dislike each other.
Yeah.
Do you reckon those groups can ever just squash that? Do you reckon that can ever just end?
Do time stop? No.
Then, bro, then how's it ever going to stop if it's like just get back, man? It's forever going to happen.
Stop to the whole
Last man standing, that's what it is.
That's wild, bro. Last man standing.
What's up, everyone? It's an absolute thrill to connect with you today as we dive into a gripping story straight out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, titled NBA YoungBoy's Op Who Wanted to Kill Him Faced with Murder Charges. This narrative, ignited by an X-post from Say Cheese just hours ago, has already amassed 216,000 views, 1,700 likes, and a flood of comments, pulling us into a world of hip-hop rivalries, gang violence, and community tragedy. So, let's unpack this with energy and insight. Let's learn together. Our story begins with Teresa Caligan, a 42-year-old cybersecurity specialist at Entergy and Dean of Coding at the Walls Project, where she taught teens coding skills to shape brighter futures. On September 15, 2024, her life ended in a drive-by shooting on Airline Highway after a campaign event, her car crashing into a sheriff's deputy unit after gunfire, injuring 2 deputies. For months, no arrests were made, until now when David Catherine, a 22-year-old Bleeda's gang member known as Real Bleeda, was charged with her murder. Loved ones say she had no enemies, hinting this might be a tragic mistake amid a larger feud, possibly a misdirected hit in the escalating conflict between the Bleedas and NBA YoungBoy's crew. Enter David Catherine, whose life is tied to the Bleedas gang, notorious for armed robbery, drugs, and a bitter rivalry with NBA YoungBoy's Never Broke Again, NBA collective. This feud traces back to 2021, when an NBA affiliate's cousin was killed, and 2022, when Bleeda's true Bleeda died in retaliation. Catherine, stepping into that void, is accused of targeting someone in this conflict, with Caligan caught in the crossfire. Recently, he's been vocal about the stakes, declaring in a video that the beef with YoungBoy is a fight to the death, stating, "It's going to be the last man standing," a chilling assertion that either he or YoungBoy would survive their ongoing war. His past, arrests for drugs and guns in 2025, and a school visit with donations, shows a complex figure, possibly aiming to hit an NBA target, a theory fueled by posts found on X labeling him YoungBoy's main op. NBA YoungBoy, or Kentrell Gaulden, a Baton Rouge native, rose with hits like Outside Today, but his career's been marred by legal issues, including a 2024 conviction and a recent release with conditions after a pardon by President Trump in May 2025. His rivalry with the Bleedas, amplified by diss tracks and social media, has turned Baton Rouge into a battleground. The Say Cheese post, with photos of a person in a Nike jacket and another with a ponytail, relays police confirmation of Catherine's arrest, suggesting a misdirected hit. This aligns with 2024's 8 drive-by deaths, highlighting Baton Rouge's gang violence crisis. The community impact is deep. Caligan's death, as an innocent bystander, has sparked outrage and calls for justice, while her legacy at the Walls Project inspires educational outreach. The Bleeda's NBA feud, driven by cultural clashes and online taunts, reflects broader challenges in addressing gang life. Catherine's arrest is a win, but solving such crimes, hindered by fleeting evidence and scared witnesses, remains tough, teaching us about modern policing's blend of tech and tradition. Comparing the figures, Catherine's violent path, marked by his survivalist rhetoric, contrasts with Caligan's uplifting work, while YoungBoy's fame frames the rivalry. Social media's 216,000 views and 1,700 likes show public engagement, though risking sensationalism. This case mirrors national issues: gang violence, innocent victims, and youth at risk, suggesting proactive steps like mentorship and better policing. Catherine's background prompts rehabilitation debates, while Caligan's role models prevention through education, supported by studies showing reduced crime with skills training. Culturally, the Bleeda's street roots clash with YoungBoy's hip-hop dominance, urging a blend of tradition and innovation like digital literacy. Economically, Baton Rouge's disparities fuel this violence, with Caligan's work offering a counterpoint. Legally, Catherine faces severe penalties, potentially influencing gang policies, while YoungBoy's legal saga adds context. The outcome: security for YoungBoy's 2025 Massa tour or expanded outreach, depends on community action. In conclusion, this is a tale of loss and potential. Caligan's death demands systemic change to curb gang violence. Catherine's arrest seeks justice tied to his intent against YoungBoy, underscored by his claim that only one would survive, and the social media response calls for balanced reporting to honor her legacy. Let's support mentoring, policing, and education to break this cycle. This isn't just Baton Rouge's story. It's a global lesson in resilience and action. Thank you. Let's keep talking and turn tragedy into progress.